What is going on, everybody? So, finally decided on the bow I'm hunting with this season. As in the last video, I did my shots on it. We compared it to the Black Widow PLX, and my Schafer Silvertip is going to be my go-to bow for this season. I'm about to start a little video, a group of videos just with my daily shooting up until season. We're going to shoot every day at my deer target at about a 15 yard shot, because I'm not going to be shooting much further than that during my hunting distance. So y'all stay tuned. I'm going to go through my shot process. We're going to get it dialed in and try to make every shot as clean as possible, so we'll be that much more effective when we go to hunt this season, and make sure we get a good clean shot where we're looking at in the vitals, and have a good pass through and make some clean kills. So this is about the distance, like max distance I want to be hunting at. This is about a 15 yard shot from here, pretty close. The animals will actually be able to still react at that distance. I've shot at deer from as close as 15 yards, and they still will drop on the arrow. Their body will drop. So you need to make sure you're starting to focus on that lower brisket area of the deer. That's what we want to do. I'm going to shoot 2 of my field point arrows, and then we'll shoot 1 broadhead arrow. I don't really want to kill my deer target. We're going to go ahead and do it, because why not shoot at the target, at the deer target, if that's what we're going to be hunting. So let's get started. We're going to try to make our best form and our clean releases throughout this whole video series. So right there, that first shot, I hit a little bit to the left. Pretty sure I started letting down on my shot. I need to make sure that I have everything in proper alignment, and all my everything concrete and steel before I release that arrow. Good shot right there. It was a little bit to the right, but a better shot is still in that long area, and it's low. Let's shoot the tree shark now. All these shots need to be good and focused on that spot, and maintaining perfect form and alignment throughout. All right, that shot was low, so we're gonna have to make sure that we get out here and practice, like I said, and every shot needs to be in a group in that low area on the deer target before this season starts. All right, so let's shoot us another group. On one of my videos yesterday, I sharpened up this tree shark broadhead. When I just went and got it out of the Reinhardt target, it cut a slice almost all the way through the top of the target. It has some perfect, some major penetration, and the cut on it is unreal. It's gonna be a real killer if I make a good shot on that deer. That shot was a little high. Felt my arm getting pulled up, but it was a good left and right hit. So we need to do a little bit better as far as pinpointing our shots. Good hit right there. To be a deer, need to shoot a little bit lower. Perfect shot right there. That's where I want to hit. I want to hit right there. The deer, if he ducks, it'll still catch in the lungs, or a little bit lower, and we'll be good to go for this season. All right, let's get another shot with the broadhead. I'm gonna try to put this a little bit lower in the brisket area, and that'll pretty much set me up for a heart shot. All right, Made a bad shot on that one. That arrow flew to the left. Not sure if I let down or what, but that broadhead does not need to be over there while we're hunting. Good shot. That was actually a really good shot. It started going low, but that low in the brisket area is where I need to be focusing on to accommodate for that deer dropping. So the broadhead flew a little bit to the left on that last shot. These things are sharp as heck. I need to make sure I get that figured out, why it was hitting to the left. I'm pretty sure I let down. Usually my shots hit to the right when I let down, but if that broadhead started to steer any, then it probably went to the left. So let's see if we can make another pinpointed shot in the vitals. All right, so that broadhead flew way to the left. I need to get this figured out before I get out there and hunt with it. I'm thinking I'm canting my bow, and it might be causing that arrow to bounce a little bit and go that way. Usually when you cant your bow, your arrows will hit to the left, so I'm gonna try to keep my bow a little bit straighter and see if that helps. We're gonna try something for these left broadhead hits. I'm gonna make sure that I'm coming to a full draw, not canting my bow so much, and just focusing on the center of that target. Just like that. That was a perfect shot. Everything felt good. It's in the center of the deer target, right where I was looking. All right, shot number 2 with the tree shark. We're gonna focus on that area. We really need to put this broadhead in a group about the size of a small basketball, really a baseball, before we start going hunting with it. That was a good shot. It was right behind the shoulder, a little bit high, double long, but that's a kill shot. Let's do it again. All right, let's make another shot with this tree shark. Perfect shot right there. Dead deer. Let's do this until we start getting comfortable and can do it every time. Try not to get too comfortable though. We gotta maintain good form. Dead deer right there. So I got this broadhead flying how I want to. We're gonna keep practicing with it every day. Make sure we're hitting right there in the vitals every time. And the main thing is making good form and focus and keeping that bow arm held back and not creeping. That's my main concern when my shooting. That's where most of my misses come from, left and right. When I start creeping, I'll end up gripping the bow and shoot to the left, or let down. When I let down, I shoot to the right, and that's just my main problems with my shooting. All right, so the main goal here, like I said, good form, concentration, making every shot count. And we need to keep that arrow straight up and down with that front leg, or slightly behind it and low. So that's what we're gonna try to do on most of our shots before the start of the season. So let's go ahead and let's make a low shot on that deer and back behind that front leg. I was a little bit to the left. It would have been a kill shot. I'm gonna shoot that one again. I moved the Reinhardt target out of the way so we could get a good visual on the deer target and really focus on how we're going to shoot that animal. That front leg and that crease, that triangle right there between the brisket and that front leg is the area I need to shoot at. So let's focus on that. I'm gonna hold right underneath the brisket area and see how my arrow ends up. All right, that arrow was a little bit to the left again. On my last shot, I hit in front of that leg again. That's not a good shot. If you're hitting in front of the leg, you're gonna hit in the shoulder. So hopefully your bow has enough power to punch through that, but I doubt it. We need to focus on that little triangle, that front leg up and down, and right behind it and low. So, good shot, but my arrow went to the left again. I have to figure out why this arrow is pointing to the left. I'm not sure if I'm holding my bow over too much or what, but gotta get that figured out before season starts. All right, this is it. This is the hunting shot. This is the kill shot. Let's focus all our concentration on the spot, put it in there, and keep practicing with the Schafer. I'm gonna get it done this season with this bow. Appreciate y'all watching this video, and we'll catch you on the next one. Awesome shot, dead deer. All right, so I went and set up a little spot on my deer target. It's a little tan material, and I stuck it right in the low, long, hard area, right up above that front leg, and that's the area we're going to be focusing our attention on, and hopefully putting the arrows close to there. All right, that was an awesome shot. I hit like this far to the left of it, and that would have been a dead deer. Got a few shots in for today. Like I said, we're gonna practice until the end of this season with the Schafer. This is my bow of choice. We're gonna start making accurate shots as much as we can and get ready for when the deer steps out this season. I'm gonna get one this season. It's not gonna be a, there's no questions about it. When I'm gonna make a good shot. It's gonna be in that vital V area, and we're gonna get some penetration with this Simmons. So get out here, keep on practicing. I'm gonna focus my attention on that spot and get it done. Y'all, I just hit that little tan spot I had, direct hit. I'm gonna show y'all the arrow, but I'm pretty pleased with that. You have to focus on that spot. If you get that concentration focus on that spot, don't worry about anything else, and make a good shot. Go through your shot process, make everything happen. You're gonna be accurate with your trad bow this season. All right, so that's the shot right there. That was my last shot. Right here, right in here, you gotta think about how this shoulder bone comes. So this deer's shoulder is about right there. So if you can get this arrow in this pocket here, even back to here, you're not really gonna have to worry about anything but heart and double lung, your lung area right here. Coming up here, you may clip the front of it, and getting any further up, you're gonna hit shoulder. I've done it before. But right here, shooting low, this deer is gonna duck. He may duck enough to where you'll hit up here, but you're still not gonna be hitting too high. You'll be in this low area. You need to concentrate on that. Like I said, I had another piece of this tan foam right here, and the arrow shot right through it. And that's gonna work out for me this season. All right, y'all, get out here and shoot your bow. It's time every day. I have 10 days before I start. I need to be pinpoint accurate on every shot. There doesn't need to be any question if I'm gonna miss every time I shoot and concentrate. That arrow needs to be in this area. We're gonna have some flaws here and there. We all do, but that's the point. Practice, practice, and practice some more until you get to where you can pick up your bow off the wall, have no questions about it, and make a super accurate shot every single time. So this is my Schafer Silvertip. This is my hunting bow for this season, and this is the one I'm going to be shooting until season is done. I'm finally decided to just use one bow. And like everybody says, it's not the bow, it's the archer. You know, a man who switches bows all the time is going to be wondering why his shots are missing. But the guy who has one bow is probably the most deadly, because he knows that bow and how it shoots better than anything else on his wall. So this, I know this is a killer, I've done it before, so this is the one I'm going to focus my attention and my skill level into and make it perfect. We got to do this on live game this season and make it happen.